YouTube, welcome back. Bad Wolf has some health related information. So, for those of you who already look young and beautiful, don't worry about this. For those people who want to make sure you stay that way, or at least aid and assist in that, here's a couple of things and tips and tricks that I've come across. I know some of you guys have said, you look young and this and that. Well, I take vitamins. A ton of them. Multivitamins, I try to take one a week. Usually break it into two. Now, once again, before we get into all this, consult your doctor. This is for educational purposes only, of course, even though I know it's written down below. Um, I'm not prescribing anything, just telling you what my personal count is. Now, so I take like one a day, and I'm only making this video because a couple people, like I said, have been like, oh, you keep calling yourself, the old man or this or that or bad, wolf, the old boy. I'm 44 now. Thank you. I try. And Also, some of it's in the genes, some of it's in eating, right. I used to kind of eat healthy, but then also really like, heavy meat meals and stuff like that. Was probably 218 pounds at one point in time, though I didn't really look like it. Now I'm down to about 100. I went down to about 175. Now I'm back up to 189-ish. Yeah, about 189, almost 190, something like that. Anyway, I take a multivitamin, once a week, break it in half, one on like a Monday, another one like on Thursday or something like that. Try to stay away from anything that's going to be, damaging to the health. But your body can take a lot of abuse, but at some point in time, it's going to start showing its age because that's what bodies do. So with this video, I'm going to give you my top 4 vitamins or supplements, and then also the tips and tricks, or the tip and trick, especially for keeping your face looking nice. And so we'll start there. Back in like maybe 6th grade, there was an older black lady, and the old saying, "Black doesn't crack," right? Well, if you haven't heard that, that's what it is. Because black people tend to have a lot of oil in their diet, which I think goes into helping the skin stay soft and supple. Um, but it depends on the types of oil. You don't want to just eat all kind of fat and whatever else, like light oils, especially like olive, peanut, coconut, things of that nature. But anyway, so this particular teacher, and I forgot her name, but she had a very, very youthful appearance, especially for her age and stuff like that. And she used to always tell me little tips and tricks. And what hers was is, because I would see her in the classroom when she would think nobody was looking, and she would, I know this is going to be weird, okay, so I apologize, but she would be like, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with her? And so one day she seen me singing, and I was like making that face, and she was like, "James," and I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You think I'm crazy, don't you?" And I was like, this is how people die in movies, is when you address a crazy person by telling them you think they are crazy. So I was like, no, I'm just trying to figure out what you're doing. And what it was is that when her face would be tired, she would make faces. And now health and science are finally backing this. I've been doing weird faces and expressions all my life, especially based off of just in general, but then even more so when she told me this. Because what it does is there's muscles all in your face, okay? And so all of this, if you want it to look toned, by making weird faces and stretching your face and doing this, it's like lifting weights for your face. Now science has caught up finally, and they're starting to actually promote these things. I've just seen on TV. They've got some expensive little thing you stick in your mouth, and you bite down on it, and then you're supposed to move it this way and that way, and it strengthens your neck and stuff like that. It's the same thing, like just putting your hand against your face and going like this will strengthen your neck muscles, tone up your any of that little fat hanging down here. But making faces and stuff like that will strengthen all these muscles, whatever else. One of my favorites, doing the Spock. So by just having that one, you'll find yourself laughing and making other people laugh, especially if you do it out in public. But it'll strengthen your face, it'll tone your muscles, and it'll keep a very youthful appearance. Okay, so you start getting these, bags and, drooping faces and, the turkey neck thing. It's because you're not using your facial muscles. A lot of people are just, yes, that's awesome. Okay, let's talk. Ha 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 ha. These muscles are just sitting there, and it'd be like you every day just leaving your hands like this and never using them. Okay, so if you never use your hands, they're gonna do what? They're gonna kind of desiccate. Okay, so that's it. That's the big tip. That's the big secret I have. The 4 top nutrient supplements that I take, and I'll give you the reasons why, and they're not in any particular order. One is Reversatol, okay, which is a grape supplement, a grape seed, and especially the red grape has a lot of antioxidants in there that will help remove, what is that? Toxins and things of that nature in your body. So that is one that in many lab studies has been proven to help the body. I won't go into exactly all the little things just because I don't want, to get flagged or something crazy for going into specific details. So you have to do your own research on that. But Reversatol would be one of the ones on my list. The next one would be black seed oil. Black seed oil is once again it's oil from out of this black seed, yes, but it has been used by the Egyptians for hundreds, if not thousands of years, and their thoughts on it was that it cures everything but death. Now, so does it? I don't know, but it's definitely something that has many properties, so that's something you should look into. Once again, this is for educational entertainment purposes only. I'm not a doctor, so do your own due diligence on that, just to make sure it's something that's healthy for you, and you might be allergic to it, especially if you never had it. So don't just try buying stuff and taking it. If you do want to find out more information, contact your doctor, or else, like I said, use your own due diligence. So the next two, or the last two, this one is called astragalus. It's a plant, and apparently this plant, after doing some research, has properties in it that have been known to, what is that? They repair the tiny bio machines in your body that copy the DNA and the telomeres, and they make them longer. Okay, and so telomeres are like that little plastic thing on the end of your shoelace. Okay, and the rest of your shoelace is like your DNA. So the shorter your telomeres are, eventually when it's tried to copy that, it's shortening the life of that particular segment of cells and DNA information. So with longer telomeres, your cells, by theory, should extend their life. Okay, you don't want to take massive amounts because obviously that's not how you're not going to become immortal. But anything in large quantity can be dangerous for your health, and you don't know what your reaction to it would be in any form or quantity, which is why you should always consult your doctor. Okay. The last one is, well, should I say this? It's ormus. Okay, now ormus is gold, which has been basically atomized in a floating solution. A guy, well, in America, there was a farmer who found this white powder all over his, field after exposing it to certain chemicals, trying to, make it healthier for doing farming and stuff. And if you go back even farther, it's mentioned in the Bible as manna. And apparently they used to eat it in their bread. And the ancient stories in Egypt are that the gods ate it to increase their life or to have immortality, things of that nature. Now, they're all not created the same. And I by no means am getting paid for this, but I will show you the ones that I use. One second. Okay, so Atomic Ormus by Suspended Solutions. All right, so replenish, restore, rebalance. You get about 30 in here, and I think these cost about $30. And I picked this up on, I think it was Amazon. Okay, now there's a lot of ones that look similar. There's other variations and types, but what you really want is the Ormus. Okay, should be like a white powder form in the capsule. Some of them have, there's a different version. Hold on, because I have two. Hold on one second. Okay, so here's the other one, also not getting paid for these. This one's True Colloidal Gold. Okay, so these are going to be larger particles than the atomic Ormus. Now, supposedly, what the Ormus does is that, now these are just their claims, these are not mine, and I can't, prove these. All I know is that I've started taking these over the last couple of months and just kind of waiting to see, I guess, if it does provide longevity. But the claim is that this particular gold, when it's in this powdered form, will actually go in and repair broken segments and sections of your genetic structure. Okay, so after years of taking, like, whether it's smoking or pills or whatever it is people do, sun damage, things of that nature, whatever, radiation. Supposedly this is supposed to be able to help replenish, restore, and rebalance these things. There's been some studies, but once again, how do you really prove it? But like I said, the same substance is what they've been talking about since biblical days, and so there might be something to it. I don't know. I'm just letting you know, these are my 4 and 5 top health related things that I'm sharing these tips and secrets with you guys. So that's about it, guys. I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that bell, like, and subscribe, and there will be more videos coming up next. So stay tuned. Bad Wolf, over and out for now.